Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what the message is. Before I get into that, I do have a song that came to me this morning, and I know that this song is part of the message for today, okay? The song is by Meredith Brooks, Bitch, okay? The song is a bit old. Most of you guys probably know it. So I'm just going to go through and read the lyrics real quick, okay? So she sings, I hate the world today. You're so good to me. I know, but I can't change. Tried to tell you, but you look at me like maybe. I'm an angel underneath, innocent and sweet. Yesterday I cried. You must have been relieved to see the softer side. I can understand how you'd be so confused. I don't envy you. I'm a little bit of everything all rolled into one. So I think why I'm getting this song today is because there's someone here that feels like you have maybe different sides to you, okay? Or they're trying to figure you out. You might have a side to you that is soft, okay? But I feel like it's more about your other side, right? So she goes on to sing, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your hell, I'm your dream. I'm nothing in between. Okay, and at the very end of the song, she sings, I'm a bitch, I'm a tease, I'm a goddess on my knees. When you hurt, when you suffer, I'm your angel undercover. So, what I'm getting here, and this takes me into my second download that I got, is that somebody might have overheard you when you were angry, okay? There's something here about a side to you when you get angry, and I feel like someone feels like this side of you contradicts maybe the other side to you, but I want to say that people, for one, are multifaceted, and two, everybody has emotions, okay? Everybody has a range of emotions. Everybody feels angry sometimes. Everybody feels sad sometimes. Everybody feels happy. But there's something here about when you're angry, okay? And how, she sings, like I said, let's go back up. She sings, I can understand how you'd be so confused. I'm a little bit of everything rolled into one. So you've just got everything, okay? But one thing that stuck out to me as well is when you hurt, when you suffer, I'm your angel undercover. So let's take the emotion of anger for a second and put it into context, okay? Everybody gets angry. I feel like there's something here, though, about the reasons why you're getting angry, okay? So if somebody does something to you or your loved one, you might get angry. And that might be that's most likely a valid emotion to feel, right? So something happens to you, something happens to someone you love, you might get angry, okay? You might say some things. That's different, okay? So anger that's coming from a place of wanting to protect someone or protect yourself, that's different than anger that comes from hatred or resentment. You get what I'm saying? It's like if you just found out that somebody did something to you or did something to someone that you love and you're close to that person, then you're gonna feel very angry. And that's different. Again, that is different than hating someone or being angry at someone out of resentment or contempt, right? There's also something here about someone here, okay, so you in the collective, one thing that might make you very angry is when people accuse you of things that they do themselves, right? So that could be like a pretty big pet peeve is also what I'm getting here, okay? So one thing that could make you very angry is when you're dealing with people that completely lack self-awareness or accountability in a situation and then try to project something back onto you. Like that could be something that makes you very angry. So for some reason in this reading, I part of this message today is like anger, but where's the anger coming from, or why is someone angry, right? So it's always important when we feel emotions or when people around us exhibit certain emotions to understand why. Where's that feeling coming from? Why do they feel that way? Okay, why are they reacting that way? Why are they so angry, right? So I don't know, guys. Let's see what this is. And again, it's like something about this song. So you could come off as someone who's very sweet, okay, very wholesome, very angelic, okay, very like, you know, someone that wouldn't get so angry. But I feel like someone here might have overheard you in you being angry, and it's like a contradiction, or it's a different side to you, and someone could be a bit confused as to like where that came from or why you felt that way, or just by the fact that you even got that angry, okay? But again, it's like it's very important to understand why someone feels that way. And if you're someone that's very protective over especially people that you love, and you get very angry because you get defensive, and you get angry because you have this need to protect others, that's different than wanting to just go after someone out of malice, right? So let's see, what is going on here in the collective today? The Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and at the top we have the Page of Cups. All right. Oh, we have two cards here that came out. I didn't see it. So we're starting off with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This has something to do with coming out of poverty, coming out of lack. Okay, overcoming a hard time. Not being able to get out of something though. Six of Swords in reverse, the Hermit. Going within and reflecting about something that has made you or someone around you feel very stressed out, or something is a nightmare. Yeah, again with the Hermit being here, it's like someone could have overheard something, okay? I mean, that's not even really the download that I got. The download was more about like someone actually wiretapping you, or like having a wire, okay, and actually recording you in your anger. But we'll see what this is, okay? Or there could just be some sort of an audio recording of you in your emotions, right? Or somebody maybe even tried to... See, what I'm getting here is that there might be someone around you that either has recordings of you or recorded you without your knowledge, being angry, and is trying to use it against you, okay? So maybe that's why it's important to understand why someone was angry, or why someone in the collective reacted the way that you did, okay? So what's the Five of Pentacles reverse? The Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Someone here is holding on to something. They have something, they're holding on to some sort of security, or the Ace of Wands, some sort of inspired action. Someone is taking action with something that they have in their possession. Yeah, you want to know what I'm getting here? Is like, I don't know. I feel like it's an audio recording, or it's a wire, or it's a device, a recording device, or it's, I mean, it could just even be a phone, okay? Like a recording on a phone. Somebody has this in their possession and they're taking action on it, or they did in the past. What's the Six of Swords reverse? The Five of Wands, yeah, fighting, arguments, conflict, you know, aggression. That, yeah, Ace of Swords, okay? So it's important to have clarity about like what's going on here, right? The Six of Cups, something in the past, something that happened in the past. So what's this Hermit? The Queen of Pentacles. A King of Cups and the Five of Cups. A Queen of Pentacles and a King of Cups. And someone being sad. What's the Nine of Swords? The High Priestess. The Lovers. And the Sun. The truth is coming out about a relationship. The truth is coming out about lovers. A relationship and someone being stressed out, worried, anxious. Okay. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles, please. So whatever they have in their possession, whatever somebody's holding on to, they're using it to lie. They're using it to do something deceptive and sneaky and manipulative. Okay, and look, the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. Somebody spying, some sort of information, some sort of communication. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles, please. Heartbroken. So this conversation, because that's what I'm strongly getting, it has something to do with you feeling deeply hurt about something. Heartbroken, okay? So something that you might have said, or some sort of emotion that you felt when you were heartbroken, when you were deeply hurt about something. Separation, sadness. Thinking about you, sadness, unsure of future, heartbroken. Okay, so two cards of separation, heartbreak. Somebody now can no longer be manipulative with this. They can't be strategic with this. They can't take a chance with this or gamble something now. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles here, please. This was the pathway, okay? So somebody's pathway. This has to do with some sort of messages in a relationship. Messages in a relationship, messages about a relationship, messages about I mean, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it could just be any kind of a relationship between two people. Can you tell me more about what they're lying about here? Nine of Wands, about you being defensive, or you standing up for yourself, or you being protective over someone or something, okay? So this has to do with protection, or feeling like you want to protect someone or defend something. The Four of Wands. A home situation. A home. A house. The Ten of Wands. Ten of Cups. Yeah, this has to do with family. Okay, so you know what I'm getting off of this? Look, the Tower. Let's say something happened to your family member, okay? Or something really bad happened to somebody that's extremely close to you, okay? This is kind of like in anger, saying things like, I'm going to drive over to their fucking house. I'm going to kick down the door, okay? I'm going to get my baseball bat, and I'm going to drive over there, and I'm going to drive over to their house. You're not actually going to do it. You don't mean it, okay? You're not really going to do anything, but in your anger, because you just found out that somebody did something to you or your family member, you're like, I'm gonna go over to their fucking house, okay? Something like that. That's what this is giving me. And we've all been there, okay? Don't fucking lie. Don't lie to yourself, okay? I know that every single person has gotten to the point where something happened to someone or something happened to you, and out of anger, you're like, I would love to go over to their fucking house right now and beat down the door, okay? Don't lie. Everybody's been there. Doesn't mean you're actually going to do it. Queen of Wands. doesn't mean you're actually going to do it. The Six of Swords, this has to do with the Queen of Wands and somebody trying to get away with something, somebody trying to move on to calmer waters and leave something behind. Who's this Queen of Wands? This has to do with the authorities. Okay, so maybe whatever was overheard here, they took it to the authorities and pretended like it was an actual threat when in reality it was just you blowing off steam, okay? Wow, they will hold everything against you these days, won't they? Literally everything, okay? So what's the Six of Swords reverse? The Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. Yeah, someone here thought that they would have victory and success with this. This would help them with their plan, okay? So recording you without your knowledge, or stealing some sort of voice recordings, or recording you without your consent or knowledge, or whatever this is, okay? They thought this would be the perfect opportunity for a victory and success. The truth about a fight, what's that? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Chariot, yeah, it's something about you talking about wanting to drive somewhere, okay? Or somebody wanting to get in the car and travel somewhere or go somewhere. But this wasn't a plan. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This was not a plan or a strategy. This was the Five of Wands. This came from, yeah, it's like, look at this, baseball bat, right? It's like, I'm going to get my fucking baseball bat and I'm going to go beat that fucking person's door in. And not because you're actually going to do it. It's because you're so fucking angry about something that was done to you or a family member or someone very close to you. And it comes from this place of wanting to protect someone or wanting to protect yourself or wanting, it's not revenge. It's not vengeful. It's not something that you're going to act on, right? This has nothing to do with actually acting on that feeling. It's more like, I could do that. I'm so fucking angry right now, right? But you're not going to do it, obviously. What's the Ace of Swords? The Two of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody claimed that you acted on this or that you planned on acting on this emotion, but that's not true. That's not true. It's literally, this whole thing is about somebody trying to use your own anger against you. Okay? Like imagine, like, look, like imagine this. Imagine you're a father and your daughter comes home and your daughter tells you that they were at a party and they got raped by a guy while they were drunk. What do you think that father is going to say? I'm going to go over there. I'm going to beat the shit out of that guy. I better not get my hands on that guy. I'm going to beat the shit out of him. I could fucking kill that guy right now. Right? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that kind of a thing. Where, you know, you're some sort of a protective energy, okay? And someone, or, you know, it's like, you know, you have a grandparent that lives in a nursing home and you found out that that person, that your grandparent in the nursing home passes away because of malpractice or because of a nurse that purposely does something to them. You get the news, you hear about the neglect. What are you going to say in your anger? I could drive over there. I could take them all out. How the fuck did this happen? Doesn't mean you're actually going to do it. But in that moment where you hear something about what happened to a family member or someone that you're close to, sometimes you say a lot because you're fucking angry. That does not mean you're actually going to do it. And nobody in this world can sit there and tell me, I never said something like that. I never, don't try. I can guarantee every single person has gotten to that point where they have said things that they're not going to do, that they don't mean, that they're not going to act on, but it comes from that moment of anger, of like disbelief and shock, and from this feeling of wanting to protect the people that you love. Okay? Right? Yeah, you're not doing anything to anyone. Ten of Swords in reverse. You're not going out, you're not going to do anything. It's an empty threat, okay? Really. It's an empty threat. You're not planning on doing anything to anyone. It's not a real threat. It's literally just the anger of that situation. Like I said, I think the best way to put it is really like a father that just found out that something happened to their daughter. How is that dad going to talk? How is that, what comes out of their mouth? I've heard it. I have a dad. I'm a girl dad. I've heard it. It doesn't mean my dad's actually going to go out and do something to someone. I'm not saying that I was like, something happened to me, but I've heard it. People talk like that, okay? Everybody does at some point in their life where there's extreme injustice. Does not mean you're going to go out and actually hurt someone, but in that moment, it's like, man, I could actually go out and punch a fucking tree right now. I'm so fucking angry, okay? Right? So what's the Hermit? The Hermit comes out again. What's this? What's the Hermit here? A wealthy man. A wealthy man that's watching, stalking, what is this? Listening, is exposed now. A wealthy man is now exposed for what? Oops, for a coffin. Bad health in a coffin. Oh, so this is how they tried, is this how they tried to accuse you of wanting to hurt someone or do something to someone? Because in your anger, you let out a phrase like, I could fucking go over there right now with a baseball bat and, is that what it is? Doesn't, like I said, I mean, why do we have to, these people, you have to be so careful what you say, even in your own four walls, apparently, right? Because they will use literally everything against you, everything. Everything. I mean, you can't even be a normal human anymore with normal human emotions, okay? Blowing off steam without these people going, oh, they're angry. We can use this anger against them, right? Tell me about Thief in reverse with the Hermit. Boat. Receiving what you need, progressing, arriving. So they thought that they could progress and arrive. They thought that they had received what they needed on this recording, on this audio file. Twin flames, balance, unions, yin yangs, and balance, in order to balance something out. Because of healing the inner child in reverse. No, you want to know what I feel like this is? Look, this is the song, bitch. Yes, you're balanced. But, it's a balance of the light and the dark. That's how you get to this balanced state, is when you have a shadow side and you have a dark side, but you have it in balance, or you have it under control. Nobody walks around on earth without a shadow side, without a dark side, without anger, okay? But, people have it under control, or people have it, you master it. You master your shadow. You master your anger, right? And there might be a part of you that hasn't healed an inner child, right? Or hasn't healed parts of your inner child, I should say it that way. There might be parts of you on the inside that aren't all the way healed, and it could have something to do with anger, okay? Or an outburst of anger, right? That doesn't mean that you're going to act on that. That doesn't mean that you don't have your shadow under control, or you don't have your anger under control, right? Just because in a very, very stressful situation, okay, I'm not talking about somebody you have to understand, I'm not talking about like somebody drives past your car and drives the mirror off the side of your car. I'm not talking about something small like that. We're talking about big things, okay? And it's really unrealistic to expect that when big things happen, traumatic things happen to you or people that you're very close to and you love, that we don't feel things like anger, or we don't feel things like, you know, sadness. I mean, that doesn't mean that you're not a balanced person. And that's where this contradiction comes in, right? You're a little bit of everything all rolled into one. Yeah, you can be very understanding and compassionate and empathetic, but if somebody hurts you or someone that you love, you're going to get fucking angry. You're going to get angry. And anger is a valid emotion to feel, okay? So and they're trying to manipulate this and make it into something that it's not, okay? And make it into something evil or something bad. The 8 of Cups, 9 of... This has to do with someone walking away, leaving work, walking away from work, walking away from career. This has to do with walking away from career, walking away from work or career. What do you mean? Courthouse. So there's a wealthy man that's being exposed right now because they tried to manipulate something in court, or these are court officials or people that work for the court system that tried to manipulate the system with a gift, with something being given to someone, a gift. With a gift. Tell me more about that, please. The Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. Okay, so something very shocking is happening right now. This is a turn of events. It's a fated event. Something is catastrophic. It's a tower of lies. A tower of lies comes crumbling down. So something is being shattered here, an illusion. And this is ordered by the divine, okay? The Page of Swords was somebody communicating something, or something that you said, something that you communicated, okay? Or some sort of information that was handed in. The King of Wands and Strength. Leo energy. Or this has something to do with your sacred anger, okay? Your roar. Lions. Why am I getting lions? Like a mama lion or a daddy lion. It's like, yeah, come try and touch that fucking cub, okay? It's giving me something like that. Really, it's giving me a lion. Yeah. And someone here tried to switch it around or make it something that it wasn't. Okay. Trying to switch it around, making it something that it's not. The Four was something that they held on to, with something that they have in their possession. Something that they have. 5 of Swords. Yeah, they manipulated this. This was manipulation. Okay? And you want to know what I think it is? It's like someone having some sort of a recording of you in their possession somehow. And them taking a little tiny snippet, because that's what they love doing. They're not going to play the whole recording, which would, you know, tell everybody what you're actually angry about and what actually happened. They're only going to take that little, like, I don't know, I want to say like 10 to 12 second clip of you going, oh my God, I'm so fucking angry. I could really drive over to that person's house right now with a baseball bat. I could really drive over there right now and just, you know, beat their fucking door in for what they did. It's only going to be that little 10-second clip. And then they're going to run to the courthouse with it, and they're going to try and say, look at collective is threatening to hurt someone. Collective is threatening to drive somewhere and do something to someone. No, the fuck collective is not. Collective is just angry and blowing off steam, okay? Really. Despair about poverty. They tried to say that it was about, no, it's not. No. See, that's the next thing. That's the next thing that they're trying to confuse here. So, like I said at the beginning, part of the download is, why do people feel angry, or why did you feel a level of this kind of anger? Okay, protection. Okay, strength. Feeling the need to protect someone, feeling the need to protect yourself or someone close to you. Okay, that is not the same thing as anger because you feel like you've been wronged. Anger because you feel rejected, anger because of lack, anger because of malice, anger because of revenge. That's not the same motive, or how should I say it, reason behind the emotion, okay? So I feel like you're someone, honestly, you're someone you can handle a lot, and you can control your anger a lot. And there's only a couple things that will make you extremely angry. Okay. There's only a couple things that will make you very angry. And I feel like for the most part, it comes out when and it's not even about when someone does something to you necessarily. I feel like for you, for whoever you are in the collective, your anger comes out the most when it's about what people have done, or if someone does something to someone that you love, okay? It's this need to protect people against injustice, right? Yeah, it's really giving me like a parental figure or something like that, okay? It's about the vulnerable. It's about protecting the vulnerable. I think that one thing that makes you angry is when like things happen to people that can't protect themselves, or when people don't take accountability for the harm that they've caused, right? It's like attacking the vulnerable, like a child, like a grandparent, like people that can't protect themselves, okay? It's the anger comes from wanting to protect. It doesn't come from malice. And these people here are trying to make it sound like you were angry because you were in despair about poverty, being left out in the cold. That's not true. That's not true. Clarity, this is the truth, okay? Clarity, truth, and this card on here, I'm not even kidding. It says force, honor, protection, and power. That's sacred anger, okay? That's like a warrior's anger. If you're a warrior and there is a predator, or there is a, enemy camp that comes into your camp and tries to do something to your family while you're sleeping, what are you gonna get? You're gonna get fucking angry. You wanna know why? To protect. No warrior pulls into battle, or no warrior fights without anger. Have you noticed that? Why do, what emotion, if you imagine warriors, protectors, okay, lions. What is that? What is the emotion that goes through someone that wants to protect? It's not sadness. It's not happiness. What is it? Okay? Doesn't have anything to do with someone being in despair about being in poverty, being broke. Okay? Not at all. Not at all. All right? So what else do we need to know here? What's this Nine of Swords? Someone being worried, someone being stressed. Okay, a nightmare, anxiety, the Seven of Pentacles, about what they've been invested into, what they've been working towards for a long time. Three of Cups, a group of people. So it's a group of people that is nervous right now. They're freaking out. They're worried about something here. The Four of Swords, about your peace. About your peace. See, yeah, because you're a peaceful person. You really are, okay? You're a very peaceful person. I feel like there's not a lot that can really, really get a lot of emotion out of you. There's not much. I feel like there's only a couple things that can really push that button for you in the collective, okay? For the most part, you're pretty peaceful. There's not a lot of things that can really, I feel like for the most part, you're more of the, okay, I see how it is. I accept it. That's your opinion, all right? We'll just agree to disagree and we can go separate ways, okay? You're not someone that holds on to anger or resentment or grudges or any of that. You're someone that's very peaceful. But hurt someone around you that's vulnerable and can't protect themselves, or come at you, okay, without wanting to take accountability, trying to point the finger, you know, things like that. It's like, don't fucking try me, okay? Because yes, everybody has two sides to them, okay? What's she say again here? Let me see. I'm a bitch. I'm a lover, okay? I'm a sinner. I'm a saint. I'm a child. I'm a mother, okay? Or I'm a child. I'm a father, all right? It's about family, possibly, right? I'm your hell. I'm your dream. I'm nothing in between, okay? And I do not feel ashamed. There's no reason to feel ashamed for protecting yourself or protecting your loved ones. It doesn't mean that you're going to go out and actually do something to someone. But if you've got a home invader, okay, what's that? You know, if you have look at that. If you have a home invader, you wake up one morning, you're like, what the hell is that noise? And you look in the hallway and you see a person walking into your child's bedroom. What is going to come up in you? Fear, but also anger. Did you hear that? Thank you for the confirmation. That was loud, man. That was loud. I know you guys heard that one. Yeah. Anger. All right, so let's not get it twisted. Yeah, the Sun. This is the truth about a Queen of Wands. Again, who is this Queen of Wands? Or this is the truth, or maybe this is just you. Maybe this is just you when you're angry, okay? When you're angry, you're a warrior. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and Strength. When you're angry, you're a warrior. The Six of Cups. This has to do with the past, something that happened in the past. And the Emperor. And someone trying to create some sort of an illusion here, okay? With something that they have in their possession or something that they held on to. They're trying to create an illusion. This is manipulation. This is sabotage. This is someone trying to win at all costs, okay? With you wanting to defend yourself, or you wanting to protect yourself, or you wanting to protect someone, and you being so angry that you might have said something, okay? About wanting to, I don't know, go and fight, okay? Yeah, you're so fucking angry you could drive somewhere right now. You're so fucking angry, I could get in my car, I could drive over there right now, I could kick their fucking door in because you're fucking angry. Don't lie to me and pretend like you've never said something like that. Everybody has, okay? Nobody is a saint. That doesn't mean you're actually gonna go do it. It just means that you're fucking angry about something that happened, okay? And this has to do with a King of Cups in reverse. Why is the King of Cups in reverse here? Oh, bad health. Okay, so something about being angry about somebody's health. Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be your health. This could be the health of someone else around you. Right? Thoughts. Thinking. Someone thinking about someone's health. And a mature woman. Yeah, a mature woman and someone's health. Yeah, okay. Chasing after someone. Chasing after someone? Oh, yeah, talking about you wanting to get in the car and drive somewhere, right? Dating, get back out there, meet someone new. You want to plan and set a date. You want to go and meet someone. Chasing after a date? What? Not enough because of you feeling frustrated in a relationship, lacking confidence. Oh, get the fuck out of here, really. Get the fuck out. So this is what they're trying to say it was. Okay, so now they're trying to say, yeah, love call, something on a phone. So instead of you being angry because you just found out something and you want to protect yourself and your loved ones, they're trying to say that you were angry because you were jealous, frustrated in a relationship. Yeah, right. Okay. You were lacking confidence and you were going to chase after someone because you're so desperate. Girl, boy, like, let's not get shit confused. Okay. That's not why you get angry. You don't give a fuck about these little kindergarten games like this. Okay. You have big people problems. Okay. Adult problems, big people things to get angry about, not this little piss kindergarten shit that they're trying to concoct here. Okay, like, get a grip. These people are not that important in your life that you would get angry about them or a date or wanting to chase after someone that doesn't love you. Like, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, really. Okay, stupid. That's just stupid to me. So that's just how they're trying to spin it. Okay, so they're trying to say, basically, they have this 10-second clip of you being angry. And they're trying to say, oh, look, they threatened to do something to me because they're just so insecure and jealous of me, and that's why they're threatening my life. Be for real, okay? Be fucking for real right now. You're not that important, really. The Four of Cups. What's this? They wish they were. This has to do with a Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. This has to do with a friend, with a Queen of Pentacles and a friend, with someone feeling rejected. What? Or someone feeling rejected because of the Queen of Pentacles and a third party situation? What is that? They said that you're not healed from heartbreak and you're not free from a toxic relationship or addiction. You're not healed. Oh, so this is what they're trying to use against you to say that, oh, you're not that healed. You're not that good of a person. You're not a saint. You're not perfect. You're not so composed all the time. Look, you have anger. I mean, you're angry, right? Okay. Right. At a house. Angry at a house. Okay, something about a home. Something about a home. Okay, what's that? Judgment. Hierophant in reverse. Why do I feel like it's them trying to say, like, oh, you're not that upright. You're not that law abiding. You're not that holy. You're not holier than thou. Because look at this 10-second audio clip of you saying how angry you are. You could go beat someone's fucking door in. I'm a little bit of everything all rolled into one, right? So, yeah, look at this. Go over there and beat that fucking door down, okay? I could go over there right now with a baseball bat, right? I could go over there right now with a fucking baseball bat. Yeah, this is some sort of a device. This is some sort of a recording device. This is some sort of evidence, okay? Yeah, whatever that is. So this is how they're trying to discredit you, basically. They're like, look, we have this evidence of collective being angry. We can discredit them now. They're not a good person. They're not. Oh, you mean this anger because they want to protect someone they love? No, they're not a good person for that. They don't have themselves under control. They're crazy and wild. Right. Something about leaving a career behind. Something about walking away from a job. Walking away from a job. Leaving your job. Leaving your career. Okay. The Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, they're trying to look. It's you saying like, I could fucking kill that person right now. I could fucking kill them right now. That doesn't mean you're actually gonna do it, bitch. Okay? That's not an actual threat, man. Just because you're fucking angry. But look at them switching it around. They're like, oh my God, look, collective threatened to kill me. They threatened to kill me. No, the fuck you didn't. Okay? Something that you say in your own four walls while you're angry. That is not an actual threat, bitch. Okay? That is not an actual threat. Believe that much. King of Wands and the King of Cups here. All right. I think I got the whole reading here. I think I got the whole reading. All right. August. Oh, August, huh? Okay, so that's the month something could have happened here. Scorpio. October. Because of an October Scorpio, maybe. Okay, May. And an Aries. And a mother. What'd I say? Okay. Yeah, something that you said you could have said something because you're a parent or because of your parent. Something about family that can't defend themselves. Something about people that are innocent that cannot protect themselves. Okay, that's where the anger came from. Okay, either you are a mother or it's your mother or you are a father. Okay, it's gonna be something like that is what I'm getting. We have October, Scorpio, Aries, November, August. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.